All right, and welcome back to another session of Awareness with Racquel Moore. I'm your host, Taylor Martin. And I was just telling Racquel, like, this is a really interesting painting right here. And obviously, this depicts the physical body. It depicts the aura around our physical body and the chakras in the tubes that those chakras are, both on the front and the back side of the body. Racquel, if you could just give me a little bit more as we're looking at this particular painting, and as we work some of these tools, like running earth and cosmic, let's delve into that a little bit. Share your goodies with us.
Yeah, that's kind of a heavy one. You kind of actually either need to listen to classes and go over and over again. This is it's simple, but it's complex. For me, it took me a long time to be able to do this because I was trying to intellectualize it too much, because
Right.
I'm kind of an intellectual type.
Well, it has to make
Yeah.
sense, and I'm a logical person myself.
Right.
As much as I am creative, I have a very logistical side of my brain where a lot of people tell me a lot of different things, and for me, it has to resonate and make sense for me.
Right.
I have to be able to find the truth in it for myself.
Okay.
It doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't matter how high of a pedestal somebody puts themselves on. Either things ring true for me or they don't. So, and I guess that's the one thing that I found about this work is that the level of resonance with me and the effectiveness and the results that I can.
Yeah, it either works or it doesn't work. That's the same way it was for me. I was like,
Again,
it's either going to work or it's not going to work.
No hope, no faith, just certainty.
Yeah.
Just certainty.
Okay, so what this is kind of showing here is you're supposed to have a grounding cord, which is like a tree trunk, and then you're supposed to have the earth energy coming up through the leg channels and the cosmic energy coming down through these tubes and mixing with all of this. And this is the auric field. So you have 7 chakras that are in the body. Some people have more outside of the body, but that's not what we're teaching here yet. And then each one of these chakras, let's say example, the first chakra, which would be in the crotch area, would be the first layer that's closest to the body.
Okay.
So as you go up, second chakra, next level, third chakra, next level. So they correspond as they go out, ending with the 7th or the crown, which would be the very last level in here. So what this is telling you, like people are like, what's an aura? Well, it's an energy field around you of what you're processing. So these chakras basically pump out pictures, and all the pictures are in here. Like, nobody really looks like this. If people looked like this, there would be no reason for doing this work. This is normally jammed full of pictures and garbage and entities and black spots, and
Holes.
it's a hot mess,
Yeah.
basically. This is if you were lovely and perfect in anything. This is your goal of what you're trying to get to, right? I'm fabulous, and now I don't have to be on the planet anymore.
That's good to have goals.
Yeah, this is a good goal.
Instead of sticking the picture of the number 10 girl or guy on your mirror.
Yeah, I want to be bright and shiny.
You need to put up a bright, shiny picture of you with a clean aura.
But what's happening is each one of these chakras is pumping out a picture that your spirit wants to work on. So let's say first chakra is money and grounding and owning the body. So it's going to put out all the pictures all around you that show all your weaknesses and your strengths of what you want to work on in that first chakra to make money and ground the body. Second chakra is emotional levels and creativity. It's going to do the same thing. It's going to pump out all the pictures and people and put all those in there. And then the third chakra is out-of-body memory and astral plane. So all the stuff you have issues when you're out of body and where you go in space, it's going to pump out all that stuff. Heart space, same thing. Self-affinity, creativity. It's going to pump all that into that energy level. In the fifth chakra, it's going to be communication. So it's gonna, what are my weaknesses and strong points in my communication? It's gonna put it all around you. Sixth chakra is for clairvoyance, seeing things past, present, and future. Seventh chakra is for knowingness, seniority, and spiritual information. Again, it's gonna pump all those pictures. It's usually the weaknesses, because those are the things you're working on. We'll say the nasty stuff. So what happens in this aura that's around you, no matter how big you make it, some people can make it as big as a room, it should be 18 inches. That's what was taught is an effective way. And all these pictures and recordings is how people see you. Like right now, our auras are touching. So at a certain level, you're reading me, you're seeing my weaknesses and my strong points.
And strengths.
Because the energy is meshing, or any karma.
Yeah.
That's why when people get close to each other, they either really like each other or they really don't, because you're seeing all these recordings.
Right, you're in their space, and I'll notice that too. Like even last night, for
like
example,
in an elevator.
I'm at the gym. I'm on the stair stepper, on the climber. I'm in my zone. I'm in my space, and then this gentleman comes up and he's right next to me, and instantly I could see what was in his space. His energy started to affect the way that I was feeling until I was able to actually run these tools while I was there.
So how did you start feeling? Maybe,
Well, we'll just say that he wasn't such a pleasant man with pleasant pictures
okay.
that were in his space. So, yes, I mean, when it first came in, it dramatically affected me. Now, I will say this, before this work, that's something where I may have moved to a different machine. That may have something where I would have stayed there, but his energy would have stayed in me, and it would have affected my whole evening.
Your whole workout.
Moving forward would have affected of everything.
Yeah.
You know, so
Not feeling
I guess
so
what I was able to do in that situation is that I was able to do this work, to run those tools in a very practical situation.
without offending anybody or anybody knowing
And do
anything.
you want to know what happened?
What happened?
As soon as I set things up,
He moved.
Mr. Ugly moved away.
That's usually what happens.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's interesting because you can physically work these tools and you can watch them work right in front of you for your highest. So I thought that was a really great explanation on the chakras, what they are, what your auric field is, and
And this also, what the students were most impressed about is when you run into somebody, what they think about you is actually all the programming in the pictures. So if your family said you're stupid, you're ugly, and you're fat, and those pictures are still there, the next person that runs into you and comes into your auric field,
stupid, ugly, fat.
yes, you get rid of those pictures. Nobody thinks that anymore.
Exactly. Can change your relationships, can change your family relationships, can change your job, can change every interaction that you have in your life.
And how you feel about yourself.
Yeah.
Because you're looking through those pictures,
Yeah.
believing that about yourself.
Of course. It changes the perception.
Yeah.
So why aren't you letting people see the best you? We'll see another session of awareness. Thank you.